Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And last night we got the information about the new Tempered Edge and Valentine coming to the game tonight. Event starting 4/12 Tuesday at 2 a.m. UTC, which is 7 p.m. Pacific time for me. So, heads up, I will be streaming in 7 hours from when this video drops. So if you want to watch the shaft, then come on by. But this is not the only stuff that we got, because while I was asleep, we got other interesting information. So we're here to go over that today. So if I pull this up right here, we have, courtesy of the, well, not, I guess for the first time, not always are they on top of it, but the global Facebook page, they have posted sweet images of all the stuff that was on the JP Twitter, but, you know, in English, so I don't have to use crappy Google Translate. So, obviously, new troops ready to recruit, Lumi's coming, 5-star battle unit, Earth. Do I agree with Lumi being Earth? Not really, but I don't really have a particular, like, sad feeling to it, I guess. In my April video, I was like, we don't know what element she's gonna be, because I don't think she's gonna be Earth. She could be space. She could be the first unit of the space meta. That'd be cool or something, or she could be like dark or light. Nah, she's Earth now. It is what it is. Hopefully she's very good. And to go along with the hoping of pretty good, they also dropped the teaser first skill for her. So, skill 1 at max level, 15 points, decreases a single target's magic attack resistance by 30% for 1 turn, and increases her own magic attack by 30% for 1 turn. So, if, you know, actually not even if, just she will do an extra 60% based on both of these being combined, because if you lower someone's resistance, you do more damage, magic, and if you increase your own magic attack, then obviously you're going to do more damage with your magic anyway. So it's equal to a 60% magic attack boost, which I would only have to assume now that Lumi is going to use a book. And she will be hitting hard. Even if she's AoE. God, I hope she's not AoE. Because the Earth team desperately needs one more single target ult. And if this is the final single target ult for the Earth meta, she will be doing, I guess in her case, big mommy damage. Because with the 60% debuff. Because if you go into an event that is already weak to magic, so you already have that 20% resistance down, then you stack another 30 on top of that, it's now 50%. And then you put another 30% because she's buffing herself, so that's 80%. You're gonna look pretty good. And even if they're not even if they're, you know, resistant to physical or not resistant to physical instead of magic, you're still doing an extra 60% damage. So if she ends up being a single target, then she's going to hit like a truck, which is what I wanted from the Earth meta. Soe does very good damage, as we all saw from my 3-turn Milim showcase. Lumi will hit harder. I think crits are like a 30% boost in damage, just like outright end of turn damage, and she's buffing herself by 60%, essentially. I think she's gonna be pretty good right there. And then, if you want to put, you know, another feather in her cap, you could also put the frostbite effect on your target. So now you're going to be doing 33%? 39%, I think. Is, right? Because everything from the water meta was like 30%, and then it's up to 39. Something like that. 33, it's like 1.3%, so I guess like 33%. Yeah, math is hard. It's early. Give me a break. You know what I'm going for, though. You put Frostbite on the enemy, and then you put this debuff on them, and then their magic resistance will go down even more, It doesn't boost her own magic attack up because it's not a debuff affecting Val. It's a debuff affecting the enemy. But that just leaves it open for lowering their resistance even further, which means you will do even more damage. Now, I guess if you're going for a nuke, I don't know if using Frostbite would be all that helpful versus bringing another unit that would just give you a Big Daddy buff, like Space Rimuru or Windmillum or, Pierce or something like that from Shion or Alice. I don't know if that is your main goal of doing gigantic damage, if bringing Frostbite would negate that, because it won't. But it is something to keep in mind if you need to debuff them and increase the amount of debuff. But, as always, they have left her second skill a mystery. So what do I think her second skill might be? I see some people want her to be an orb changer, and I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with that. Not because I don't want her to be an orb changer, but because I think they've shown with, 3 of the units that they have dropped that the battle units are not going to be orb changers. They're going to be orb stealers or givers or something along that line. And honestly, I don't want Lumi to have that skill either. Like, if she had Benimaru's orb steal, fine, I guess. Cool. But you can accomplish this. You could still get a 6-card hand with Lumi by using Benny and stealing orbs and then bringing Lumi in. So I don't want her to have that skill either. And I, for the love of God, do not want her to have the fucking orb giveaway thing, because that is probably one of the most useless skills I've ever seen in the game. Is it cool? And does it look good on paper? Yes. Does it look good in practice? Not in my testing. I haven't done a showcase on Albus yet. I've done a showcase on Soe, and I find myself never, ever using Soe's second skill. He is there for his crit buff, and that is it. That's all I want him for. If he had a godly second skill, that would have been even better, but he doesn't. So he is there to boost and give guaranteed crits to himself when I ult, and when I have a 6-card hand with him. So I do not want Lumi to have an orb steal or orb give. And I don't think, because the Earth meta has proven that Hakuro does enough orb changing for literally the entire game, that she's going to be an orb changer as well. I want... Hear me out now. I want a big damage buff. She increases her own magic attack, which is a separate attack buff that is calculated differently than, normal attack, or earth attack, or alt damage. It's different from all of these different procs. So, maybe be the earth damage buffer. Be like another Leon, but be more useful, I guess, on other teams. I mean, if she does do like the earth damage boost, then I guess she would be relegated to most of the time being most effective on the earth team. But her second skill, lowering all targets' magic resistance and increasing her own, means that she can fit onto other team compositions and do just fine. But if she were to boost the earth attack damage by 40%, I think is what Leon does, then Soe's going to hit harder. Benny's going to hit harder. Trainee, for the love of God, is going to hit harder. Trainee's actually going to hit harder regardless because of this first skill, decreases magic resistance, because Trainee is the only other big-time magic damage dealer on the Earth team. So if you're running the Earth team and you have Trainee, she will hit 30% harder. Quote-unquote, supposedly. Which Trainee needs all the help she can get if you're going to try and use her for damage. But if you can give another 40% attack boost to the Earth team, then your counterattacks, if you're going to run the Golem, are looking real nice then. Your crit damage with Soe is going to look real nice then. And then, Lumi being hopefully a nuker by herself is going to look that much better. And if she is not an attack booster on the second skill, what else do I want her to be? Let's take a look in game. let's bring it up. Let's take a look at some skills that other people have that we don't see very often. I can't really think of another skill that I would like her to have more than another besides the Earth boost from like Leon does for the light team. Will it limit her? Yes and no. Will it be effective for her? Very much so. If she ends up being a single target nuker, doing 60% here and then 50% here, that would be absolutely disgusting. So I think I want her to be just big daddy / mommy damage and wipe people off the face of the planet with another attack boost. We'll see if that actually comes to pass, though. The next image we have is more good news. Is that, like I did a community post on it last night, we are getting the 10 tickets from the Pac-Man event. So let's pull that up. This right here. So the reward for achieving a number of subjugation campaigns in the Pico Pico Tempest reward is Queen of the Night Devil Luminous Scout tickets will be distributed for 10 consecutive times. So we did this and said 10 consecutive Scout tickets scheduled to be held in mid-April. And so last night we're like, oh, it could be Lumi, it could be the Earth meta rerun, it could be the the general banner pool when they update the thing, but no, we are officially getting these for Lumi's banner. These are what these 10 tickets are right here. Everyone will get these upon login. Upon login tonight. So everybody gets a free multi. And I'm sure many, many, many of you will pull Lumi off of these tickets, and I will not. And I will be quite sad. Quite sad. But also, they're also giving us 100 crystals, because why not? Because why not? Here you go. You did this. We're going to give you this just as a fancy present, and don't question it. I'm not going to question it. I love free shit. Give me more free crystals. Give me more free tickets. I'm going to be honest with you, I did not participate in the whole Pico Pico Tempest thingy-a-bobber for Pac-Man. So this is... Literally, I did nothing for these tickets. Thank you to the people who did. But yes, I love free stuff. People are going to pull Lumi off a single from these 100 crystals. People are going to pull Lumi from either these singles or this multi of tickets right here. Congratulations in advance for all you lucky pieces of crap. But one more thing is that we also have the English translation for the Tempered Edge event that was also put in game. Clear missions and evolved awakened elemental equipment. So, I wouldn't normally point this out because Super Awakening gear is already a thing, and we knew from the news thing that we will be able to get Platinum Hammers from missions. The only thing that I wanted to point out that was interesting is that we have SA1, book and gear right here, right? And you go up through the ranks until you have 12 stars. But this image right here makes it seem like you can go past the 12-star limit and put another star on top of it. Now, this is very much speculation. I do not know if you can then now 13-star a piece of gear, because the cost of that would be extraordinary. It'd probably be like 5 Platinum Hammers or something, because it takes like 1 to get to SA5 and 2 of them to get to SA6. Maybe not 5, but like 3 or something. But Platinum Hammers being such a hot commodity, I don't know. But the way this image is shown, because originally when they first announced Super Awakening gear, it would be like the 5 yellow stars and then like the big rainbow star right here to signify that you're getting another star. So by that logic, we have 5 rainbow stars and we have another big rainbow star. So it just leads to a bit of thought. Will they allow you to Super Awaken gear past the original 12? I don't know. Maybe if they did that, they would make the star a different color. Maybe it'd be like diamondy shiny or something, or like this kind of color. Who knows? It's just what I'm going off of the image. So we're putting our big brains to use again, because it did me so well in the April banner video. But that is everything that I have seen I just wanted to call this to your attention, get the community talking about it, see if they think that this is SA13 on a piece of gear, or if it's just them signifying that you can still Super Awaken gear and that's it. But let me know in the comments what you think about, this potential extra level of Super Awakening. What you think of, Lumi's first skill and what you want her second skill to be. We will find out in 7-ish hours, give or take, from the video dropping. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope she's very good. I hope she's worth it, and I hope I don't have to go to pity on her. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.